started? Are we in a bear market trap? Is the old season going to start? Welcome to the market update where we go over Bitcoin, ETH, Soda 3, Bitcoin and ETH dominance, and some of my investments. And when we're talking about the old season, is it near? People are telling us that it's currently in phase two where the old season are going to start, right? And yeah, we're currently entering phase two, or are we in the phase two? We're in the beginnings of it. Probably get in soon. And as well, when we give you guys a quick sauce, so stay tuned to the end to find out the sauce, which is basically knowing when will I get out of the bull run and when the bull run will likely end and the bear market will likely start, right? So now let's get into it. And this right here is a quick another hint, but that's not the actual hint, right? So on the weekly time frame, our last week, previous week, we hit our drawn liquidity, which is 100K. You can see as well as this weekly CRT high got purged, then the market went to the CRT low. That's why that dump happened. And at the moment right now, I don't got anything in a weekly, but I do got something in the daily, right? Daily, we have the daily CRT right over here. You see the daily CRT low got purged, right? And as our CRT had a 50% mark, that 50% mark has already been met. We're currently in a daily CRT. So we could expect the price to go to 97K. From there on, we could see some, little retracement, trying to scare some people out and eventually do another push back up above 100K, eventually go from there on it, right? Picking out this liquidity right over here. So we have this daily key level and a daily CRT, and as well as if we go to the 4 hourly time frame, we have the execution of the hourly time frame for this hourly auto block or CISD, right? Model number 1 right over here to this daily CISD. Our 50% mark has already been met, by the way, on this right over here, and the TV got met, and market did a huge dump back down, eventually pushed right back up. We could possibly see a 97K eventually get near 100K, or possibly even tap 100K, eventually go right back where we are, as we're currently in that phase two. As long as we can range in this range, you can see we're kind of ranging right over here, which is kind of nice. But we want to be in a range where the market does not get too much dominance, right? Because right now, if Bitcoin goes down a little bit, all coins gonna plummet down, right? Because Bitcoin has a lot of dominance, right? Bitcoin has a 56% dominance, which is a lot, right? So the market Bitcoin does make a big move. Like let's just say he's all in the range, but he's making like moves up and down. That's gonna overall affect the market. And as well, what do we want to see here? We want to see the dominance lose, and we're currently in phase two of the cycle, which is basically a all season cycle. Eventually, after this, the market should start the bear market, because we're getting near to the end of the bear market, right? We're getting near the bear market, right? So this is for Bitcoin. We'll probably will see a 97K mark eventually, but we can see a 100K, or we could see a back down to this 91K. What is that? Because we have a weekly CRT to the downside right over here. Weekly CRT right over there, right? And we could as well do that. Why other thing? Why is the other reason that could possibly happen? Because market has already tapped the 50% mark of the daily CRT, which could cause a reversal, right? Because the 50% mark could usually cause a reversal against the price, right? So that's my Bitcoin prediction, right? So now let's go to ETH. ETH has been crazy, man. So ETH is still in this CRT right over here, because recently the recent dump that happened on ETH was right over here. You can see the recent dump that happened. It's because of the weekly CRT. CRT high got souped, 17 market was a CRT low, right? Right over here. And what else do we have here? We still have this monthly CRT. So I'm looking for a push down here. But the market could do anything in ETH, right? Market could go either down here, push out this 3.1K mark, eventually go from here to the CRT high, and eventually go up from here if it can go up to like 4.1K mark, or it could go down to 3K mark, soup out that higher, give us a daily model number 1, eventually from here plummet back to the upside to a 4K mark, eventually 4.6, 4. 4.5K, and eventually to the all-time high, right? That's what we can see because this is a monthly CRT here, right? The monthly CRT is a very powerful CRT. Market will not go here. You can see we do have this monthly CRT to the downside. Market will not go down there because it's all season is near, and eventually this doing a bull run, right? So that should not happen, right? As well as we can see we could do two things here, right? Bridge out this CRT low and plummet back up, or bridge out this CRT low and plummet back up, but they must have a model number one here, right? For this CISD, for this CRT, which is the monthly as well, you could look for a weekly, we could look for a daily CISD to enter or a 4-hour CISD to enter this trade, right? But yeah, that is my prediction. We can see it plummet back down to 3.1K or 3K to 3.1K should be a plummet back down eventually higher from there because that looks reasonable, right? In a daily time frame, we don't have much. Daily time frame has been, oscillating here, right? So now let's go to our 33. 33 is recently, you can see 33 has recently right out the CRT high. We have not tapped the CRT low yet. Market could potentially go to the CRT low or possibly create a CRT. Market go right here, right out the CRT low as well, and eventually go plummet back up to the upside and hit this goal. Or it could potentially go all the way down here to the CRT low, eventually go up from here to go to 8.842 billion market, eventually go up from here to the upside, right? We could do that as well. And now let's go to our ETH and Bitcoin dominance. We're still in the CRT right over here. Market, we're still in the CRT here in the monthly time frame. Market has not done anything big here yet. We can get a CRT purge of this, right over here. Eventually get a pulling back up because if this happens, if this goes higher here, we might have a whole season to start, right? Because you can see market is, overall on a downtrend as well. If we could, destroy this trend line, we could definitely eventually once more goes above here, we could definitely have a whole season happening here, right? Go to Akash, our recent investment we had, right? Is currently in I'm still in a trade over here. I'm still in profits. I'm still waiting for this market to go up. But what do we have here? What do we see here? We're still in this monthly. We're still in this monthly CRT, right? So basically, we could possibly get a push right back down to right over here. This right over here, we can get a push back down to the 2.9 to 2090 cent. Eventually, we can plummet from here on back up and go for our $5 mark eventually to the all-time high and eventually make new prices there, right? And on the weekly time frame, we could do another thing we could do is basically push out this CRT low eventually from this $292.98, right? 98 cents. We can push up this low, eventually go out from here as low, right? To the upside, or still is, this other model one right over here. So this right over here could potentially, the market does go and tap back to this CISD, this model number one, we could get a push higher from here on in, right? This, $5 mark is $7 mark, right? And let's go to our Solana. Solana has been interesting here, right? Solana has recently purged out the CRT high, then CRT low. We can possibly get a CRT low purge, eventually go out from here, or we can go down to the $75 mark, purge out this CRT low on this. We could potentially purge out this $75 mark. I eventually go higher from here, right? Or we could go from this as well, this CRT. But I feel like this other one right over here, this $75 mark is way more higher probability of a purge. Eventually go higher from here to go to $226, eventually to the all-time high, potentially, right? Or you could definitely go from here to in this low right here is the monthly CRT low as well. We go from here to the upside. We can go to the $246 mark. Eventually from here on in, we go to the all-time high, right? So to me, this could as well happen, but I'm leaning more towards this, right? Because that could definitely happen, right? So yeah. Now let's go to our meme coin. This recently has been shitting to bed right over here. This is a meme coin, right? So this happens, right? And this is our other coin. This has been recently pumping and dumping, which is reasonable. There's nothing much happening here, so I'm not gonna talk about that, right? But now I was gonna talk about the secret sauce. If anybody paid attention till now, the secret sauce is 518 days post halving. Basically, after the halving, 518 days, which is September 25, is when the bear market, where the bull market will top, right? Where the bull market will top off. Eventually, bear market will start, right? So, at September 15th, 2025 would be the bull market top for me, or it could be the other date, which is the 246 days, which is October. I highly suggest 2025 September should be the bull run top, because usually bull run lasts for like 1 year and a half, which is, 1 year has already been happening here, right? 1 year has not happened for 1 year yet, but it's going to happen soon, right? You can see our recent prediction has been all correct, right? You can see how we said for a long time over here is accumulation phase. Eventually, we're gonna have expansion phase. I've already told you guys, right? If you guys go back to right over here when I told you guys accumulate, right? We're still in the accumulation phase, and nobody believed me. Where the market do pump a plummet up here, and this 518 days should be the time where the market should top off and the bear market should start. The bear market usually lasts 66 a year, right? Which is 365 days. And you can see right when the post halving reaccumulation ended, what did the market do? Oh, we only saw green candles up and higher, right? So yeah, our prediction has been immaculate. And yeah, thank you for watching. That's a quick little sauce for you guys. Knowing when should you get out of the market based on time. The time is more important than price. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next video. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and join our Discord. So yeah, I'll see you guys out of Discord. Peace out.